Have you been dry for
27 years.
You call it dry?
No, not
sober.
drinking, sober.
Not
sober.
drinking,
Sober.
Yeah.
Not only sober, but emotionally sober.
Oh, emotionally sober. Okay.
Yeah. And also me, I'm 18 years sober.
Sober, huh?
So never tasted an alcohol since 1993. So that's where I started. And the convention here in Angeles is already the 16th. I started from the first, and now I'm already at that 16th AA Fall Roundup or International Convention. There will be a lot of foreigners that will come in that convention.
Sober foreigners.
Sober foreigners.
One of the things that we like conventions because it really kind of recharges your batteries. And
Right.
if there's any expats that may be watching this or any tourists, this is a convention in Angeles.
Angeles, huh?
I came over here and I have a friend who's lived in the Philippines for, at that point, about 10 or 15 years. He was trying to get me over here, and I booked a flight, and I wanted to look up where the AA meetings were, and just happenstance, I thought, well, I'll just see if there's any convention. Turns out there was this convention, and at the time I was going to be here, I was very happy because it just gives me an entree into it. So anybody who is traveling through, any travelers that are looking for a convention, that's it. The 14th, 15th,
So
and 16th.
locals and foreigners, expats, so
Yes.
who may be wanting to attend this one, this is going to be very soon, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
So we have to show this
You have to show
interview
me
very soon.
before the 14th.
before the 14th.
Before the 14th, okay.
And we really appreciate that, we're guests here in your program, Sonny. And
We have a lot of expats to listen because I know when I go to the mall or to a grocery, I know you. They tell me, the guys, they know me. And where did I see you again?
and one more thing is that there's already a solution if they have a problem in alcoholism. I think
But
there's
it's always acceptance, right?
Yeah, it's always
Acceptance that there is a
admittance.
problem.
First thing is you have to admit that you have.
And you're proud to say that you're an alcoholic, right?
Yes, I'm proud to say.
But
that
an
I am-
alcoholic will not say that, right? There's
I am
always a
proud to
denial.
say that I am a recovering alcoholic.
Mhm.
So at that time, I am a practicing alcoholic, but
But
today,
is the temptation always there, like what you said? Anytime you can go back.
What happens? I talked about having a craving, and in addition, there's just this obsession that I've got to have a drink. I've got to have a drink, and that goes away. It's no longer a problem. I think I can certainly get it back in a minute, again by taking a drink. But the obsession that I've got to have a drink is gone.
It's gone.
And that's what really, that's what drives people back to, as they say, it's easy to quit. I've done it 100 times already, but I can't stay stopped.
Right.
And the reason is that I've got this mental obsession. And one of the things that is about the AA program, if you follow that obsession will go.
Do you have teenagers or teenagers who are already members of Alcoholics?
yes. Actually, we have teenagers just like 17 years old who accepted that he's an alcoholic. So he's there, trying to recover. Kasi some admitted even they only drink probably twice, but they have a problem. Some accepted already that they have problem in drinking. So in my own stage, the cravings that I have, I think lasted for 3 years before that obsession went away.
Right.
So the compulsion, the obsession to drink was there until 3 years. Kasi my mind is telling me I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I can drink.
Yes, just one time. More,
Yeah,
right?
and I can stop. But to stay stopped, just like what Bruce was saying a while ago. Yung staying stopped is very difficult because of that obsession. Yung parang in love ka.
It's a struggle, right? It's a struggle.
And early on, one of the great things about meetings, I found that, and they talk about you need to go to a meeting a day, because if I went to the meeting it helped reduce that obsession so that I wouldn't drink anything till I got to the next meeting, and I left that meeting, I'm okay, and the obsession, I could deal with it until I got to the next meeting, and and over time. It took me about a year before I really felt comfortable. Within 7 or 8 months, I was just amazed, man. It's not as driving as it was.
You think you'd still be here if you didn't stop drinking?
I'm sorry, what?
I mean, you'd still be here if you didn't stop drinking?
No, I would be dead. Or worse yet, I would be alive, and you see the drunk. I would be one of the just obnoxious dead drunks, and a lot of people say, I don't want to drink again because I would die, and I don't want to drink again because I'm afraid I wouldn't die, but I would.
You're alive, but you're dead,
horrible, right? Yeah, that horrible way to live.
And in AA also, we have pakakala may bayad,
baka walang gasto, ganyan. AA yan, international, malaking bayad dyan.
Walang bayad dito.
Walang bayad.
We have no dues or fees.
Okay.
We have no dues or fees. It's just your desire to stop.
Who brings the pulutan in your meeting?
It's coffee. Yung
coffee.
Iniinom nila ngayon, it's coffee na. Sometimes they bring donuts, tea, something like that, and of course, we have a little bit of contribution. Bilang kayo, 5 piso, 10 piso,
Pag may project na gagawin?
No, para sa mga rentals, kung may rentals man, o kaya, just like this one. Yung mga pamphlets na ganito, publications, yung mga ganon. Yun lang naman ang, but actually, we have no dues or fees here.
Guys, I'm glad I guested you. I know a lot of people will be sobering up because of this discussion that we're having right now. You got a few minutes left in the program. George, you want to add to the discussion? And we can have another one,
Yes.
I know this is 1 hour. It's really not...
Nagpapasalamat ako na being an alcoholic, I end up sober, and there's a solution. Yun ang being grateful as a recovering alcoholic, and of course my gratitude towards my family. They're the one who started the...
It's always there.
Yeah.
The support system.
Wala nang iba kasi.
And it's also a support system, right?
It's a support system. That's why we have sponsorship, something like that. So yung sponsor, they will help you to stay sober. If
remind you, constantly remind you. You can do it. You can do it. Motivate you.
Text you. We have text now. At that time, it started in 1935, June 10 of 1935.
Who started this?
It's Bill Wilson and Dr. Bob.
Bill Wilson?
Bill Wilson.
Oh.
So he's a stock broker and a doctor who started this one. These two co-founders, started it. And then pumangatlo is an attorney, I think, It's also Bill D. So and then it started growing and growing. Now we have millions of recovering alcoholics
members. And chapters all over the world.
All over the world.
Nice to hear that.
That's right.
Meaning that there's really it's a global problem.
Yes. It is. It's a global problem.
It's an equal opportunity employer. Anybody can be an alcoholic.
Okay, Bruce, what is your...
I like George, AA has been the most profound thing that has happened to me. I didn't get into Alcoholics Anonymous until I was 50. I'm 77 now. And really my life just began by getting into AA. It is more than just stopping drinking. It really offers me a way of life. And for the alcoholic, not only does his life improve, but all of those around him. His family's life improves, the employer's life improves, the community improves because he's no longer a drunk, he's a productive member of society. And just as a fringe benefit, I can come here and I have I've got people I know, and because I meet them at the meetings, and it gives me an entree, no matter where I go. I lived in San Francisco, and I moved to Antioch, and here, boom, I go to meetings.
You have friends.
Instant friends, yes. And it's
okay. When they want to go to AA, where do they go? Please tell them. Is there a number that they can call? Or is there a place that they can go to?
Just like what Bruce says, the
they can go and there are 2 ads in the blue book. I don't know
in
how.
the blue book.
Yeah, in the blue
okay.
book. And it gives locations and phone numbers.
Okay.
And it, on that Alcoholics-Anonymous-Philippines.org, they can find
That's
the
through the
information. Yeah.
Okay.
Through the net, so they cannot. And again, we would like to invite those who have problems
For the convention, huh?
Yeah, for the convention. Please, if you want to hear some real alcoholics who stayed sober.
And real lessons in life, huh?
Yeah, that's right. And who started a new life in Alcoholics Anonymous. We will have a convention this coming October 14, 15, and 16. And we'll see you all.
In Angeles City, huh?
This is
in Marley
Angeles,
Mansion,
Marley Mansion.
Balibago, Angeles City.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, thank you very much, huh? George and Bruce, thank you for coming. It's very enlightening. I learned a lot about it. I'm not an alcoholic. I've been sober. But I'm sure I learned from you, and our viewers will learn from you. This is gonna be seen all over Central Luzon. We'll put it in the YouTube also for people to learn about it. So again, our special thanks, and I think they have said everything, or a lot of things for us to really accept the fact if we're problematic or if we have that problem, to accept it, and then it's still us. It's still us who will who will really, we help ourselves in order for us to solve this problem. And AA is always there for you. Okay? Thank you, everybody. You have a nice day now. Let's not drink to that, okay? You have a nice day and have fun without being drunk. Thank you. Si Sunny Loves po to sa inyong programa, Aksyon Central Luzon Special Edition.